Hey, welcome back to another episode with the Givlin Gals of the Local Connection. And we're so excited to have Allisyn Howard from Ava Wellness join us today to talk about building a business without burnout.
Stay tuned.
Welcome to the Local Connection with the Givlin Gals, joining forces with my amazing mother to bring you illuminating interviews and invaluable marketing insights. Get ready to ignite your business with the Local Connection.
Welcome back to another Local Connection with the Givlin Gals, and I am super excited. Look out, when I get excited, we're in trouble. I was excited about jewelry last time. Now I'm excited about having Allisyn Howard here with us today to talk about building your business without burnout. That is exciting. You have to understand how exciting it is to build a business without burnout, and we are very, very happy to have you with us today.
Thanks for having me, guys. I'm so happy to be back in town.
Yay! Yeah, safe arrivals. Glad that you're here.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So tell us, Allisyn, building a business without burnout, where did that happen? How did that start? Tell us a little bit more about that.
Okay. Well, it kind of started when I was really young. Like, I'm talking probably 14, 15. As you guys know, I was a national level track athlete, was really, really competitive, and then I got injured. And I kept pushing and pushing and pushing. That didn't work out so well. So I ended up in the hospital for the first time for burnout when I was 15 years old. Not a great start. Then got into university. I stopped doing track and field, but I ended up getting Lyme disease. And we only found that out a year ago. That's actually why I'm back in town now, is because I just came back from medical treatment for that. But between university and getting my diagnosis, I was running a wellness center. And I was putting in 100-hour weeks trying to make it work. Ended up burning myself out 2 more times. And it's very hypocritical when you're telling people like, oh, you gotta take time for yourself. Like, you've gotta make sure that you're doing self-care and blah, blah, blah. And then I'm behind the scenes being like, I am running on caffeine and adrenaline. It's not a great look. And then when COVID happened and everything shut down, I realized that practitioners were having the same issues that I was, as they were still trying to make money, still trying to make their business work, but they were burning out because when you're a practitioner, whether it's massage, chiro, whatever, you're really good at what you do, not necessarily everything else that goes into the business. And I was burning myself out on the everything else. They were burning themselves out trying to do both. So that's why they started coming to me, reaching out and being like, Allie, you know how to do this, help.
So you're working in an industry where you focus on the work-life balance. Mm-hmm. You focus on the life balance and giving advice and helping people. So in essence, what I'm hearing, if I'm correct, is you're trying to help the practitioners have that life balance too.
Yeah.
So what would you say that they're missing now in their day-to-day hustle and bustle?
Niching.
Okay.
A lot of practitioners in schools teach you this, and they have a problem with this, where it's, oh, you can help everybody. So take a massage therapist. It's like, oh, you're a massage therapist. You now can help everybody and anybody. It's not true. Technically, yes, you have the skills, but I'm a kinesiologist. I could go out and do kin. I don't. I shouldn't. And the reason why is because my background and what I'm passionate about is sales and marketing. That's why the 3 of us get along so well. And translating that for practitioners. With practitioners, they go in and they go, oh my God, I'm gonna help all these people. They don't know how to market themselves. They don't know how to talk about what they wanna be doing. They have no idea how to do sales authentically and feel good about it. They don't know how to do client journeys or sales process where it feels good. So then they try to do all of these things. They listen to all of these gurus and stuff online that have never done it before, and they're trying to make everybody happy. Versus when you niche down and you get really clear about who and why you want to help people, people find you, which is great.
That's the law of attraction, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing. So if I was a practitioner, right, and I am overwhelmed and there's so much stuff that I have to do and I'm working on this and I'm working in the business and not on the business and I'm burning myself out because I'm trying to do both, what's one thing that I can do to kind of alleviate some of that burden before coming to you?
Really start looking at your values. So your values will determine what your niche is, whether that's helping people that have chronically ill, like myself, or if that's an athlete, if that's moms, whatever. Get really clear about who you are so excited every time they are on your books. And once you're excited about that, figure out what do they have in common and how can I start talking to those people? Because you can be fully booked, because that's every practitioner's dream, is to be fully booked, but have a really good work-life balance because you're excited to see all your clients. If you have a bunch of clients that you're like, oh my God, I have to see, blah, blah, blah today. Nobody wants that. And your client feels that too. And I've been on both sides of trying to find my practitioner from being chronically ill and being on the other side of trying to help practitioners. It doesn't work when you don't know your values and you don't know your niche.
So if I figured out my values and I give you a call and I'm like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go.
Yep.
What does the process look like for me?
So it depends on where you are in your business. So if you've been in and around it for 10, 20 years and you're like, okay, I'm done, because the industry has changed a lot in the last 10 years. So if you're in that stage, that's a whole different conversation, because I need to find out what's going on in your business right now, where are you making your money, blah, blah, blah. If you're brand new, like out of school, well, now it's teaching you the ropes and making sure you don't develop bad habits. But either way, you start with a strategy call with me. It's 90 minutes. And that way we kind of break down of where you're actually at in business, because sometimes you've been in it for 5 years and you're really still thinking like a newbie. Or sometimes the very opposite, because you've been doing 80-hour weeks. Also, if you're a practitioner, don't do 80-hour weeks. Just don't.
Okay, so I give you a call. How long are we working together for?
Minimum 3 months.
Okay.
Yeah. Because really to start seeing changes, we need about 90 days, because that takes your marketing, that takes your sales. That also depends on what your clientele is already. And what's the foundation of your business actually look like? Because if you're wanting to be like way up here and your foundation has like giant holes in it, that's going to take more time to build, versus if we've already got a solid foundation and you know who your ideal client is. Most people don't know who their ideal client is. So we spend a lot of time there. The max that I work with people is usually a year. And that's because we've gone through building their foundation, getting their clientele, and now they're scaling.
So as they're scaling and as they're going through at least this 3-month program and they've gotten started with you, is it like a weekly session that they're expecting to be able to work with you? How does that look in terms of their time commitment?
So it's either weekly or bi-weekly. So dependent, and there's different levels, again, wherever you're at. However, you get Monday to Friday access to me on Slack, like from 6 a.m. till 9 p.m. kind of thing. So if you've got a client in and you're like, I don't know what to do, you call me and I walk you through that process, which is great. But we also go through things like, I will help you actually write your copy for your sales. I will help you actually design and make sure that your website is looking good and putting it into implementation. Because knowledge is great, but how many people have you guys met where they've read all the marketing books, they understand, and they haven't implemented?
You have to apply. Yeah.
Same thing in my industry, where it's just, you don't get results unless you implement. So I'm there to actually help you implement. I say that I'm the coach that actually implements for you. So that way you can go, okay, it's getting done.
Amazing.
That is hugely helpful, because a lot of us read and learn and take information in and then go almost overwhelmed by the information, and we're so busy doing what our business needs to, or what we think our business needs to have. So when you're meeting with somebody and you're having the conversation, you're helping them get there, what do they look like for you? Are they a driver? Are they someone that's really wanting business growth? Or are they wanting to kind of step back and take a different perspective on their business? What should we be listening for when people are talking about it?
Usually if they are somebody in the wellness industry or personal service industry and they go, I know I could be making more. Okay. I know I could be doing more. I know I can make an impact. And then they just aren't seeing those results. Or they say something like, I hate sales. Those are my favorite. Like if you say, I hate sales, please talk to me, because sales are so much fun. And they can be if you've got the right attitude about it. You don't have to be an 80s car salesman.
And if we want to find you, where would we find you?
So you can find me at avawellness.ca and also on Instagram at avawellnessbusiness.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for coming and for educating us and helping us all avoid some burnout and manifest and attract the life that we're looking for. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thanks for having me, guys.
So great to have you here.
Thank you.
Hey, and up next is Wes Simpson. We're so excited to have him on from Lighthouse Financial, and he's going to help us figure out our finances. Oh, good Lord, Allisyn's helped us to figure out how to get our life in order, and now he's going to figure out our financial life. Come on back. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of The Local Connection. Remember, implement those marketing gems and watch your business soar. I'm Jen, signing off with inspiration. Until next time.